Today we've reached exercise number 100 in the Foam Drawing Friday series, and I'm really pleased to have got this far. I hope that you have subscribed. If you haven't already, then click the little icon and subscribe so you don't miss any future exercises as the series continues. In today's exercise, I want to show you a band from Kutzle's workbook which introduces the Calixtus knot. I think that's how it's pronounced. And it's got 3 rows of dots where we have 9 dots at the top, 8 dots in the middle, and 9 dots at the bottom. And we draw in stops the way I've shown here, illustrated here. So in the first line, you have horizontal stops from 1 to 2 and from 5 to 6. And in the second line with 8 dots, you have your vertical stops at the first dot, 5th dot and 9th dot. And on the bottom line, you have, again, horizontal stops from 4 till 5 and from 8 till 9. What I would encourage you to do now is to not just draw up these dots mechanically, but really take care to make sure that they are evenly spaced. So that is, use your eye as best you can to get your dots as evenly spaced as possible. Don't use a ruler because this is a living form, and form drawing is a living process, not a mechanical one. So just take as much care as you can to get your dots evenly spaced, and also make sure that the dot, the third line of dots, is equidistant from the first dot here in the top line and the second dot in the top line. And then the dot here in the center should be as centered as possible. This will ensure that you can get a really beautiful band when you start working with it. And also the aim of these exercises, so not just to go through. Now, when you have a band like this, I would encourage you, if you have a pencil that you're working with, you can turn it around and you can simply try and go through your band without actually drawing. So you're moving through your band to get the feel for the band and the rhythm, and then you haven't got the need to use an eraser to wipe out any mistakes you might make. So in this one, as you can see, we've put a vertical stop here and a horizontal stop here at the top. And normally we start in front of our first bottom dot and then we move up this way, but we can't because there's a stop here. So I would encourage that what we do instead is we start here in between the first and the second dot on the bottom line. Now I'm going to move through the band so that you can see how I would go through it. And I'm going to show you with a quite pointed line. So I'm going up past my dots and then I'm pointing downwards. And here I'm meeting a stop, and so I'm coming up and then I'm pointing upwards again. And again here I need to come back on myself and down and then up and around my dot, meeting the stop, so I have to turn. Then I'm coming down and again I'm going up here. And now what happens? Now I have to go around my stop here, and then I can come back down diagonally, and then I'm moving along my 2 stops here. And as you can see, I'm sort of following the line around as I'm just going through my band. Here I'm coming back down diagonally, and then I'm moving up, meeting a stop, meeting another stop, turning, coming back, going up, and then coming down, meeting a stop and another stop, coming back up, and then turning and coming down, meeting a stop, so I have to go around it. Here I can go back up, and again at a stop, I'm coming down, and now I'm back to where I started. So this is actually a band you can draw in one line. Why did I go through and you can't see what's happened? It's because I want to show you now with another line, but with a fluid line. So I hope you noticed that I was quite pointed as I went round. Now I'm going to try and be more curvaceous in the way I go round. So here, I'm coming up, coming down, coming up and down, meeting my stops, coming round, coming up here, meeting a stop, and coming down here, meeting my stops, coming round my stop, coming round all the way and meeting my line where I started it. So here, what I want you to notice here is now I've gone through my band, but I hope you can see there are no, well, there's a few kind of pointy bits, but those are the bits that I want to be pointy. And so here I would encourage you to, once you've got this far, to actually use something like a color. I'm going to pick a red. And then what I would like you to do is I would like you to try and feel the rhythm as you're going through your band. So here, I'm slowing down and then I'm picking up speed, coming round. Here I'm picking up speed. And then I'm having a little pause and then I'm picking up speed and then I slow down and I come to a pause. I come to a point and then I pause and then I go up slowly and then I've got more speed. Then I'm coming up my hill and then I'm coming round. So I have a little bonus video for you that you can check out if you want. Otherwise, I'll be back next week with a new form drawing exercise for you.